Hi everyone, my name is Nodobego Zuma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It has been a minute. For I haven't been posting anything for a while. It has been a hectic year last year. Hopefully, this year I am planning to post like more consistency. Uh, Maybe once a week at least. Okay. So to my subscribers, thank you so much for staying faithful. And to everyone who is seeing this for the first time, please do stay tuned and subscribe, like, share my comments. So I create content based on faith, personal development, financial literacy, and education. All right. So today I am going to be tackling the education part. All right. Since we people went back to school. And so I'm going to be talking about how to write a research step by step. Before we begin, I would like to clarify that I am not a doctor or a research supervisor. I am a teacher and a tutor, a mentor, a coach, and a facilitator and assessor, okay? But I am not a doctor. But through my experience of assisting many students with their research projects, I noticed that a lot of students struggle with writing literature review. So as the academic year begins, I decided to create this video to support and guide my fellow students, right? So let's dive into it. Well, before I say a lot of things on how to write your literature review and everything, I should emphasize this. It is very important uh, to follow the instruction given by your professor or your university. Okay, one of the most important steps in academic writing is carefully reading and understanding the instruction provided by your lecturer or your professor. Okay, although the general structure of research papers may look similar, okay, across disciplines, but expectations differ from one institution to another. So to meet the required standard, you must always, I mean, like always, pay attention to details, follow specific guidelines that are given to you by your institution or by your professor or lecturer. Okay, so always follow instructions. Okay, the disciplines are similar, of course, but it may differ. The expectations differ from institution to institution. All right. So, what is literature review? Like, how to write a literature review step by step? Okay. So, I have categorized this into 4 steps. Okay, that you can follow. Right. Step number 1: research for relevant topics or relevant academic sources. All right. So most of the time, like I'm talking about sources, I'm talking about the articles that you're going to be looking at, the journals or whatsoever. Okay, so most of the time, the university or your school will tell you that don't use the articles or journals that are longer than 5 years. Okay, so that's why it is very important to, depending on the topic that you're going to be talking about, of course. So it is very important, like, to follow the instruction. Okay, so you search for relevant academic resources. Start by searching credible academic sources using platforms such as Google Scholar and other academic databases. Okay, so use relevant keywords, okay, to your research topic, to find the studies that directly addresses what you want to focus on. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, number 2 is that you evaluate and select your sources. Okay, so evaluate and select your sources. When I say that, I mean not every article that you find you're going to be able to use, okay, or it is useful. All right, so begin by scanning. When you read, because you're going to be reading a lot of articles that you find. So to scan, like, you can read the abstract, and find out what if it is talking if it is focusing on your topic, right? So you can do that, and also look at the reference list, or to find any additional information. Okay, so if you look at the if you look at the references, you will see that some of the references maybe they can be useful. So you can just go there and check off this the and check on those sources, on those articles, if they're focusing more on the topic that you, if they're relevant on the topic that you're going to be talking about. Okay, and also check the citation. Okay, pay attention to the citation account on your Google Scholar or any academic platform that you are using. So set and when I say the citation, I mean the citation count. Okay, so if it's high, that means probably you can use it. Okay, you can use it because a lot of people are using it as a reference. So it usually indicates that it is influential and it's worth considering, right? Although the relevance of your topic remains the most important factor. Okay, so even if it's like that, the your topic it remains the most important factor. I don't know why I'm running out of breath. Okay, let's go to step number 3. All right, step number 3, you identify themes, arguments, as well as gaps. Okay, so identify themes, gaps, and arguments. Okay, so in this stage you should look for common themes across studies. Okay, gaps in the existing research. Okay, if you find that there are gaps in the existing research, and also key arguments and debates, okay, among the researchers. Because most of the time, if you have a topic, you'll find that the other articles, they have the same arguments, or they've got like similarities on the arguments on what the researchers have found. Okay, so you are going to identify that and gaps as well as common themes. Okay, so this process will help you organize your literature review more effectively and develop strong critical discussion, right? So if you pay attention to the arguments, great gaps, as well as the themes. Okay, so this is going to help you, like, logically organize your literature review while you're reading the articles. You're going to be picturing your literature review, how it's going to be like. Okay, and number 4, you have to outline your literature review structure. Okay, so there are several common approaches to structuring your literature review. So there's one is chronological, where you are organizing your studies from older or more recent publication. Okay, and then there's a thematic, and thematic is when you are grouping studies according to key themes. Okay, and then methodological, it's when you are comparing different research methods used across studies. And then there's theoretical, where you're discussing and comparing different theories or models, including opposing viewpoints. Okay, so you choose the structure that best suits your research topic and object from these 4. Okay, so you choose the one that will best suit your kind of research. Okay, so those are the 4 things that I can think of that you can maybe take consideration while you are preparing to write your literature review. So choose the structure that best suits your research topic and objectives. Okay. In final notes is that a well-written literature should include the introduction and also the main body. The introduction is basically where you are outlining the scope and the purpose of your writing, of your research. Okay, and also the main body. The main body is where you summarize, compare, and synthesize the sources. Okay, and in the conclusion, that's where you highlight key findings and research gaps. Okay, so that's what we are going. So a well-written literature review should include all of this: introduction, main body, and the conclusion. Okay, so in your introduction, you're going to be outlining the scope and the purpose of your writing, and also in the main body, you're going to be summarizing and comparing, synthesizing the sources, what you have found from the articles. And on your conclusion, it's what you're going to be highlighting your key findings and research gaps and arguments as well. All right. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps you feel more confident in writing your literature review. If you have found it useful, please press like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so that I can post some more academic support content. All right. So if you have found this video useful, please like, share, comment. All right. Thank you. Bye.